I want the best for you. A song written for myself. Yes, I want the best for you. Don't neglect your mental health. Brush your teeth, make your bed. Don't you worry, you silly little head. It's hard to sleep at night, hard to be alone, hard to know it's right and where is home. Love is Ladies and gentlemen, coming in smooth. I call him Barry White. That's my boy Wyatt Barry. Best for you, my boy Wyatt Barry, getting busy. Thank you, sir, for bringing us in for another episode. You might not like it. And we got a great one for y'all today. Wavy is what they call me. Got my boy Sam. Got my boy O. Sam, how we doing?
Doing the best I can right now, brother. I'm here. Waiting on this hot take we got for the fans out there. But I'm doing the best I can, brother. I had a rear fender bender the other night. Got a little bad headache, shoulder hurting, but I'm gonna make it through.
Those ain't never good, brother. Speedy recovery. Because, boy, I tell you, my uncle had gotten an accident similar where he got rear-ended on the freeway, car coming rolling up. It's pretty bad. So quick recovery, brother. Godspeed on the recovery. Oh, how we feeling, brother?
Feeling good. Friday, you know what I mean? It's a good day. Weather feels amazing. You know what I mean? You can wear your little light breeze jacket. It's first Friday, so we're gonna have to make sure we are on timely schedule so I can hit downtown and see what this first Friday is like. But no, I feel good. It's December. Sad season. It's been going for all y'all late Sagittariuses out there, but hey, it's SAG season. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm one
Sag
of them.
season.
I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm
Sag
one of them.
season indeed.
Yeah, it is.
My man Sam birthday 3 days after mine. Mine's the 14th, his the 17th. So Octavius obviously O is the 30th. So we
29th.
or the 29th, my bad. I get it's the second.
You're close enough.
Second to last day. Second to last day of November. I always be thinking November 31. Still a Sag though. So a panel full of Sagittarius. Ladies, don't come at us. It ain't our fault. You know what I'm saying? Get on our parents for getting busy when they did. You know what I mean? But here we go. Episode 22. Quick little rundown. We got the hot take for the week. I got a good one for y'all, and hopefully it leads to, a lot of great conversation. Netflix bought Warner Brothers. So I want to kind of think back on the memories of the Netflix that used to deliver DVDs through the mail to where they are now as this great streaming giant, and the acquisition of Warner Bros. Christmas traditions. Sam, I know we talked a little bit about having some themed conversations and just breaking down a few little Christmas traditions, what it means, how you celebrate, what you do, and kind of how that all breaks down. And then just talking a little bit about our Bears versus Packers live stream. We're going to do this again and watch the game and, kind of tune in because I think it's a big one. The battle for the first place in the NFC North, also potentially a battle for first place in the NFC. So this could definitely set up the tone for who gets in the playoffs and, can shed some light on my hot take from the last episode of the Bears not making the playoffs. So let's get started. We'll go to you, brother. What is your hot take?
Hey, basketball is underway with they call it the championship. What's that? The
Emirates Cup?
Yeah, there we go. And hey, news broke that CP3 got dismissed from the team. Got sent home. No type of farewell. They didn't even wait for the plane to come back. They sent him home by himself. Crazy. And look, CP3 is known as the point God, God, right? So my question to you is, as his career is winding down, he came in the league with Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James. I don't believe Chris Paul is a top 10 point guard of all time. I believe he's top 15. And here's the reason why.
15?
Top 15. What has he accomplished? Again, look, I love Chris Paul. I think he's a phenomenal player. Look, he did a lot to the Charlotte Hornets. CP3 will always be his name. That was his number. But look, he went to Lob City. They didn't go nowhere. Went to Phoenix Suns, went somewhere, but continued to get injured. No check, right? Went to San Antonio with the Alien. Nothing happened, right? Went back to LA with the claw, James Harden. Don't got nothing, right? So I ask myself sometimes, where did he get this name Point God from in the first place? Due to the fact that he has no hardware, right? He has none. And look, I'll name just 5, just off top of my dome, as far as who I feel that's better than him, just right now, just because it's a hot take. But, I got Isaiah Thomas for sure, right? I got to put Stephen Curry in there. I mean, best shooter of all time. I got to put Kyrie all day, right? From Kyrie, definitely have to go to AI, Allen Iverson, right? John Stockton. Just 5. Just 5 right there. Got Rondo, right? Tony Parker. And I'm stuck on the last 3 right now. I'm still trying to put the 3, but I'm pretty sure I can grab 3 here momentarily. But yeah, again, all love for CP3. Don't come on my head thinking I hate CP3. But truthfully, with his title named as the point guard, is he a top 10 point guard of all time?
I got a question. It's your hot take. I just got a question.
Derek Fisher. Yeah, Derek Fisher. Yeah. Talk to me.
I can rebuttal like your last one. I'm not gonna compare Derek Fisher. I'm not gonna compare Derek Fisher to CP3. But you are right about he don't have any hardware. And late in his career, he barely stayed on the court. So I can kind of understand your argument. Do I agree? Not necessarily agree with it, but there's a few people in there. And when we say, is he in the top, you asked, was he in the top 10?
Top 10.
I don't think nobody
He
should
didn't
be.
ask, is he in the top 10, Sam? He said he doesn't believe he's a top 10 all time.
There it is. Thank you. Thank you for correcting that.
I mean,
I do not believe.
I'll have to have some serious thought on that, but it's a couple people like I'm the type that look at the overall what I consider a point guard, who a point guard is supposed to be. And out of all the people that you pointed out,
one of them is a real point guard.
Most of the people that you named, I would say Chris Paul, I wouldn't give him really the point God name. I wouldn't give him that. I definitely wouldn't give him that, because to me, point guard is supposed to open up the floor for everybody on the court. Nowadays, I don't think I can really name a point guard that actually plays the position as its name. But I mean, there's some people you put in there. I wouldn't even compare to CP3. CP3, I don't think was a defensive player. He was kind of small for that. So I'll get rid of that. Was he a scorer? Yes, he was able to take over games, which do give him status. But to put him down to 15, I think is kind of crazy, though. But I can get your argument, and I really got to think on this, because you did put some great names out there. And I could think of some more I could put in the category with him, but I think he should fit in there somewhere, though.
Listen, you picked the right one. I don't think you understand.
You got to move the mic, bro. You got to move the mic. Move the mic a little bit.
Are we serious right now? Are we serious right now? You talking about this guy? This guy here? Which you didn't even name the Pelicans. Didn't even name the Pelicans. You're comparing Chris Paul off of going to Houston, going to the Clippers, going to... How about this? Let's compare point guards based on what point guards are supposed to do. Sam started to lead there. Where does Chris Paul rank career assist? Oh, wait. Rondo ain't close. Kyrie ain't close. Isaiah ain't close. Who's the closest to John Stockton? Well, let me guess. Probably the guy in second place for assist with over 12,500. Probably that guy. That's probably the guy that you want leading your floor. He is the point guard for a reason, because he plays the point guard position like a point guard. You start to think about who? Chris Paul. Chris Paul is the point guard. Chris Paul plays the position like it's supposed to be. Chris Paul was the first player with 20,000 points and 12,000 assists. That's a point guard. Now, everything that you're seeing now is something a little different. We got to start changing these point guard names because a lot of these people don't even control the ball. They don't even run the offense. They don't set it up. Steph Curry is a shooting guard. Like Steph Curry is labeled a point guard, but Steph Curry does the majority of his work off the ball.
You repeat what I just said though. That like
Wait.
game,
So wait, let me
today's
let me
game
get
not
in.
really a point guard, but from what he
Let me
was saying. Go ahead.
let
Oh.
me get in here. So a point guard is supposed to be your floor general. Your point guard is supposed to be able to help a team win a game. Your point guard is supposed to literally, again, be the captain of the ship and the quarterback to win games. So yes, he has assists. I'm not knocking that. Does he have an IQ, one of the highest IQs ever as a point guard? Yes. But where I keep coming back to is saying, what hardware does he have? Steve Nash comes to mind. Again,
that's 8 right there.
What hardware does Steve Nash have? I'm sorry. Are you talking about his MVPs?
Yeah, that counts. That does count. I'm just being true. Again, if CP3 had hardware, hey, look, if CP and look, I know people gonna get on like the Shaq.
Go look at the stats. Go look at the stats.
Hey,
go look at those
I am
stats
gonna say this because you made me think of it. Steve Nash do have 2 MVPs, but it's a reason that they said you can't go to LA with Kobe.
No, for sure. No, they block. Yeah, no,
Chris
for
Paul
sure.
That.
I believe, I truly, and I love that point. I truly do believe if CP3 and Kobe linked up, that there would have been some rings, but it did not happen. So we cannot play the what if game. We are going off of what is in history as of right now. You got
No,
Jason
I ain't saying
Kidd.
what if.
You got.
I didn't say what if. I said it's a reason. It's a reason they didn't allow that to happen.
You got Mr. White Chocolate himself, Jason Kidd, that got an NBA championship. So again, there's no hate for CP3, but the one thing that we go back and forth with the LeBron James and the Michael Jordan is hardware, right? And again, people out there, this Chris Paul, the point guard, has no hard. So you know who I refer him as?
No,
he is my Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, that is CP3 for me. And again, I love Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony was known as not mellow, so on and so forth. Look, he might get into
Carmelo's never been known as the best small forward in the game ever. So I don't understand how he's your. How is he your Carmelo? His name is
still just around that industry.
Okay, so
that's how I look at CP3. But again, you bring up stats that what he's been able to accomplish. But again, the point guards or the point guards that I have named have helped in not taking their teams the promised land.
How about this?
Delivered.
How about this? I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one. Because you're right, there are some point guards that have championships. And, there's a lot of them out there, right? There's even some point guards that led teams to championships. Is Steve Kerr better than Chris Paul? There's a point guard with championships. There's a point guard with championships. I'm just saying, like, here's the thing. You're starting to sound like a Jordan fan. And it's crazy to me that you even brought this up and preferenced it the way that you did. Because you're talking about Chris Paul can't be the best because he don't got a ring? Bro, this is what LeBron mean by ring culture or any accolade culture. Like, Chris Paul is the best point guard to play basketball, period. I don't understand.
Don't go there, Wavy. Don't go there,
Wavy.
At least LeBron James has hardware. I think you're missing what I'm saying. Like, my man CP3 has nothing. He has the only argument right now that I believe anybody's going to be able to give me or us about CP3 is all opinion based. Or, he led an assist, or he has points, or he's great at mid-range, and so on and so forth. He's a great leader of team. He's a part of the player association. Amazing State Farm commercial.
Sam, this is the same person that said, I don't care when I became a millionaire, I still am a millionaire. And Chris Paul is number 2 in assists, career assists. And we're talking about opinions? What?
Hardware. Again, the point.
Assist. Hardware. That is a point guard's job. To assist, to run the floor. And he has done it better than everyone other than John Stockton because that Stockton Malone pick and roll. They damn near invented the pick and roll. I don't want to say they invented it, obviously. But
there's going to be somebody that's going to go to Chris Paul's house and be like, hey, you know that's a point guard. Can I see your trophy case?
How about...
Can you show... Wait, just seriously. Like, can you show me something in history that you submitted to be a good point guard? Why are you known as the point guard?
Besides the State Farm commercials?
Okay. Hey. I love it. Oh, I love it. Why is John Stockton better than him? Why'd you name John Stockton? Because I could go to John Stockton's closet right now. Guess what? No hardware. John Stockton.
I'll take John Stockton.
Like, bro, and he's number one. He's number one in
He got gold medals.
By a long way.
He got gold medal trophies, though.
Chris Paul got a gold medal.
John Stockton got a couple.
I mean, I think the only reason why John Stockton is up there, a lot of people, and that's fair. That is a fair statement. The only reason why John Stockton is anywhere on the list is because he still carries that number one assist and he had the Melman. But other than that, well, again, you can take him out. You could literally take him out.
Now, if we take him out, now you're only at 5 or you're only at 6, right?
No, he's at 8.
You can't even get it at 5. No,
I said Isaiah.
You're joking. Derek Fisher is not even close. Like, Derek Fisher is not even close.
I mean, that's his opinion. That's his opinion, bro.
He helped me.
Fisher hit some key baskets.
Yeah, like you cannot. Derek Fisher got a job because of it. Like, come on now, you cannot. Don't do Derek Fisher like that. Don't do Derek Fisher like that.
Derek Fisher is not in the conversation for top 10 all-time point guards. Octavius, are you? Bro, you have to be kidding me. You are a dumbass. Like, there's no fucking way that you sitting here telling me Derek Fisher
he has his
is
opinion,
an all-time, bro.
He got his
playing
opinion.
with the wrong one with this Chris Paul shit.
Okay, hold on. Besides,
who was y'all?
His assists. Wait. Besides his assists, besides him being second in assists, what else has he accomplished?
He's a point guard, Octavius. The name of the game for a point guard is to assist the team. That is what you do. You control the game, and he controls the game better than anybody else. You're mad. You're mad. Octavius, you talk about taking the emotion out. You're mad because the Suns blew a 2-0 lead, and you're blaming Chris Paul for it.
No,
that's
crazy. Look, that's
crazy.
That's all. I have love for CP3. I literally do.
Not.
I think
you disrespecting the man. Crazy.
I think he has fucking nothing to show for it. Like, again, the only thing that he could go back to is say, yo, I led the lead in assists behind John Stockton. Okay, fuck. Russell Westbrook got fucking double-doubles like all the fucking time. So who's better between them two, right? Because, again, Westbrook is playing both sides of the court, right? He's grabbing rebounds. He's dunking. So you telling me that you going to pick CP3 over Westbrook? I wouldn't. If I'm starting the team, I'm picking Westbrook right fucking now. I don't give a damn. Because I know he's going to play.
You don't care. I
know he's going to play.
You don't care. He has 0 rings.
I know he's going to play his ass off. If we're going off opinion.
On the real though, when you compare him to Westbrook, I take Westbrook with CP3, but I ain't gonna take Westbrook without CP3 because Westbrook ain't gonna pass the ball.
But again, both of them don't have any rings, right? And again, like, you can make a very common argument as far as who is actually better as a point guard, because again, at least Westbrook is gonna play defense at the end. And he's gonna grab you. He's gonna grab you rebound. He's gonna grab you rebounds, right? Like, didn't he tie with Oscar Robertson for the most triple doubles?
No,
he's playing basketball.
He passed Oscar.
So I mean, why is he not better than the point guard? The fuck does a point guard do? Like, he has not. Again, he's had talent. He's been surrounded by talent. So it's not like he's had to do this by himself. He has had talent. Big men talent. Lob City talent. The Alien talent. AD when he was a rookie talent.
Do you know who Tyson Chandler is?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Do you know who DeAndre Jordan is?
Yes.
Why?
Because they were good big men, and CP3 helped them with the Lob City.
So, like you like to say, hey, Dame Dash showed him the game. You wouldn't know either one of them niggas' names without Chris Paul. You wouldn't know DeAndre Jordan. You wouldn't know Tyson Chandler. You wouldn't know either one of their names without Chris Paul.
I'm not saying that CP3.
That's not true.
I'm not saying that CP3 is not a good point guard.
Tyson Chandler came from Chicago, brother.
That's true.
I'm not saying that
you wouldn't have remembered him. You would have thought he was Drew Gooden in Chicago. You wouldn't have remembered him. Chris Paul made
You
them.
talking about he wouldn't have remembered? Because I would have remembered Tyson Chandler.
Hey, what happened to Blake Griffin when Chris Paul left?
It was Lob City. He created Lob City. That is something that he can say he did. Yes, he created Lob City. Okay.
Like, what happened to Blake Griffin when Chris Paul left? Now I get it. Blake Griffin came into the league. Touted as a stud, as a star, all of this. Yes, that is true. Chris Paul was the one making all of that go. Chris Paul was the one making all of that work. Chris Paul had the motion. They went through the reason the Clippers struggled and didn't have a lot of like success and different things like that is not Chris Paul's fault. At the time when Chris Paul was there, they was
everybody else's fault.
Hey, what were they going through when Chris Paul was there? What happened? Oh, because you like to bring up traumatic experiences.
Hold on. What happened?
Wait, hold on. Their owner was racist, and their owner got ran out of town. What happened? Traumatic experiences. It affect everything.
I had to pull this up. Okay, so let's go through it really quick. Cause I had to. Cause like I know y'all coming at me. So I thought, you know who I forgot? I forgot Magic Johnson. I forgot Magic Johnson.
Yes, because you don't know any point guards, and it's crazy. No,
because it's a hot fucking take. What are you talking about? I came out. I'm telling you. Right? It's a hot take.
The top 10 list ready on the hot take.
Hey, Wavy. He came with 8. You only got 1 rebuttal. You only have 1.
I did. I literally came up with 8 right now.
He came 7. Then he mentioned that. Actually, he got 9.
You know.
I forgot about Magic Johnson.
Actually, he said 9.
Y'all are absolutely right.
He said 9 because he went to 7 and stopped. Then he came back with Kidd and Nash, and now he said Magic. So it's 10. But then he removed 1. He removed Stockton, so he backed down to 9.
Right.
I'm saying what he's saying. I ain't saying whose side I'm on.
No, for sure.
I ain't say whose side I was on. I told
just like the GOAT debate, right? Just like the GOAT debate, because the greatest of all time is the greatest overall player of all time is always what I believe. This should never just be whoever is the greatest scorer, right? So when you're considering greatest point guard of all time, what is the greatest point? Like, what is the definition of the greatest point guard?
The one that has the most assists.
No.
If we start that list,
you're going to say it's John Stockton. And then LeBron James is going to be on that list. You know what I mean?
If you say, you saying point guard though. You got to say the point guard. You got to say the point guard with the most assists. You can't just implement a forward into that. So point guard is the topic, period. So point guard, their job is to give the people the opportunity at the right time to score. And John Stockton leads that, and then you have CP3. And neither one of them had hardware. So for your hot take, that means we have to eliminate CP3 and John Stockton. Now we go into the point guards that has rings that went somewhere that showed. So I can name a few point guards that's still in the game.
O means hardware like MVPs and stuff like that.
I understand that.
But and that's what I'm saying.
But you got to put Colony in there too. Colony, but that's the lefty that played with the Grizzlies. You got to put him in there.
You have to be honest about it. Again, I don't have anything against CP3. If he had like MVP here, there, again, if he had a gold medal, if he had something, I think he does have a 1 gold medal.
CP3 got 2 gold medals.
Okay, yeah.
And won a Rookie of the Year.
Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo didn't win Rookie of the Year.
He didn't win, but he got gold medals, right? But I'm like
hardware.
Again, it comes down to
you can't be mad at his hot take, Wavy.
Visually looking, everybody's just like, oh, he's a point guard because he does amazing work on the floor. Again, to me, a point guard is a leader of men to take him to a place to win a championship. And he has not done that at all yet.
Yeah.
And it's whole career.
I got you.
Get your argument.
Yeah.
I'll
rebut for you for saying he doesn't play both sides. Oh, go ahead, Sam.
The people that you're comparing him to is like, if they play both ends, if they play both ends of the court and they really is a reason somebody win or lose, then I could fully understand your argument. But I understand it to the point where you're saying he's the point guard. He's supposed to make everybody around him better. And you have lesser players that accomplish goals that he wasn't able to accomplish. I can understand your argument a little bit more. But these guys, a couple of these guys that you have in your top 10 actually needed the players around them and wasn't making those decisions. Like, I could be a point guard and bring the ball down and give it to my shooting guard and he take over. And I ain't got to do nothing else but cross the floor with it. Does that make me a great point guard because we got Hardwell now, one of the greatest? That's what your argument. You get what I'm saying? Because
also,
I put Ron Harper in it. Ron Harper was a great point guard with the Bulls. He played defense. He did all those things. So I understand why he would be in there. But did he make everybody around him better? No, they was already good.
I think he's top 15. I think he's top 15.
Really, really quick, just because again, man, accolades. And, Chris Paul didn't win any MVPs. But again, Chris Paul was the rookie of the year, right? Chris Paul has 4 all NBA. To be ranked all NBA means you're the number 1 point guard in the league. He also has 5 second team all NBAs, which means that you're the second best point guard for 5 years. So that's 9 total years, right, of a span of being in the top. Chris Paul also has 7 NBA first team all defensive first team 7 times.
Chris Paul,
yes. 7-time all defensive player first team, and he's a 2-time all defensive player second team. That's all NBA for the offense, and then all NBA for the defense. Guess how many Russell Westbrook has? How many all defensive first teams does Russell Westbrook have?
Well, before I even answer that question,
0, Octavius. 0.
I'm not putting him in the top 10.
You're not putting Russell Westbrook there?
He said he'd rather have him because of his.
I would rather have him, but I'm not putting him in the top 10.
Okay, so Russell Westbrook is not better than Chris Paul.
No, I think he is, but both of them are not in the top 10.
All time. That's crazy. I think that second statement is even crazier than the first.
Hey.
Again, so here's the thing. You said as far as this, all the first team, all whatever the fuck.
All defensive team.
Okay, cool.
I didn't even know that about.
You're
Chris
starting
Paul.
to sound like a female. What else?
What else?
No,
You said he has no accolades. Those are accolades.
I didn't know he had that because I didn't think he could play no defense.
I didn't know that he had the accolades of defense.
I didn't either.
All right.
I thought he was too little to play D. I don't see that.
My opinion, Chris Paul, known as point guard, and look, I love CP3. He has nothing to show for it to be labeled as point guard.
Would you give it to John Stockton?
We'll see what happens with the top 10. So I don't feel that he's a top 10.
Would you get that name to John Stockton?
I
no, he would give it to Russell Westbrook, but Westbrook ain't better than.
I wouldn't.
Would you give point guard to John Stockton?
I would give it to Magic Johnson. You know what I mean?
Listen, I can accept the Magic Johnson,
but again, I still if people want to put him in, he barely gets 10 on my list. He ain't on my list.
As great as the teams as
now, I gotta put Jason Williams in there.
I'll still give it to him. But see, what I'm not gonna allow y'all to do is slander like that, Sam. I'm not gonna allow y'all to just bring people into this.
But how is
Jason Williams is not? No, he's not better than Chris Paul.
I'm talking about it. I'm talking about in his top 15. I ain't talking about who better than who.
I'm cool with putting CP3 in top 15. Yeah, I'm cool with putting him.
I'm just adding point guards that deserve to probably be in the top 15.
CP3 is not outside of the top 5.
He's outside of the top 10.
I understand you're saying 15, but 15 is delusional. There's absolutely
why you keep putting me in his hot take though, bro? All I'm naming is point guards that come to mind.
I didn't put you in his hot take.
Cause the white chocolate was Jason Williams.
I know who you're talking about. He's not better than what? Listen,
I ain't saying who he was better than.
There was a time here, and my cousins will literally validate this. Darren Williams was in the league. Derrick Rose was in the league. Russell Westbrook was in the league. Yeah. All of them. Chris Paul is a better point guard than every single one of them.
No.
Even in their primes. Even in their prime.
Oh, no. There's no way. Hell no. Hell no.
Derrick
Rose won an MVP.
Yeah, he took LeBron MVP.
Look, if Derrick Rose, you would never. I don't give a damn. Derrick Rose, if he never would have blown out his Achilles, bro, like he was.
But he did blow out his Achilles.
I know he did. But
okay, so we can't play this what if game. We can't play this what if game.
I'm just telling you right now. Again, Derrick Rose ain't even in the top 15. He's not. I'm not even going to name that. But I'm just saying, and both their primes, Derrick Rose all damn day long. And there's nobody. There's nobody that will question it.
I just need y'all to understand what playing point guard is. Playing point guard ain't being the number one fucking scorer on your team.
Who is y'all?
That's not playing point guard.
Let's go, because you better get
me. Playing point guard ain't being the number one scorer on your team.
Hey, who is y'all, Wavy? Who is y'all?
No. Oh, sorry, Sam. It sounds like you agree with O, or maybe you're just allowing O to just have this moment. No, I don't understand.
What I said was my first thing. I said I can kind of agree with your argument, but
the argument, yeah.
But I say I can agree with your argument in some cases, but we have to understand what the point guard is for. And then I said in today's game, there's no point guard and I said who was scorers and who, like, a point guard is supposed to, like, put people in position. So, like, me stating that, like, we got to say point guard, like, and what are they for? We got to break down the point guard position. That's the first thing that I said.
Yep.
That's the first thing I said.
I mean, correct. I mean, point like
and
it's been
so. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
People people don't just hand out this title of one of the best point guards ever to just anybody. Now, I get where you're going with this, of like, he didn't help teams win, and, he didn't do this, that, and the third. Those Houston teams, and even, when he was on the Clippers, there was more talent on other teams than they could even keep up with. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you can do with some of these new athletes in the league. And Chris Paul, as a original point guard, coming across Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose in that position when they are not playing point guard. Like, these dudes is out here playing a whole different game. They're not focused in playing point guard. It's almost like one-on-one, in which a point guard in one-on-one, what is the point guard going to do? What is the point? He don't got nobody to throw it to. It's one-on-one. So a lot of these guys came in the league and was playing one-on-one. Like, there were a lot of games where they were playing one-on-one. A lot of these guys don't have triple-double games. Most of these guys don't have over 10,000 assists. Like, Chris Paul is over 12,000. Now, Russell Westbrook does have 10,000 assists. Russell Westbrook does have a record for triple-doubles. Russell Westbrook has a record for averaging a triple-double. I believe he's done it 3 times in his career. Like, Russell Westbrook, when he was like prime Russell Westbrook, he was playing with KD. He was playing with Harden. Like, he was playing with some dogs. Like, and even when he took the team by himself, Westbrook was still balling, and Westbrook carried that team. But in the system of KD, James Harden, Westbrook, it wasn't all just Westbrook doing what he had to do when he was the only option. Chris Paul has had some great big men, yes, but Chris Paul has also made some of those big men great, or given them some more status. Not saying he gave AD any, but AD was a viable big man coming out of college, and Chris Paul elevated some of that play just with his passing, with, running the offense, different things like that. He allowed him to be great. And I still wish that the Boogie, Cousins, and, AD thing worked out and Chris Paul was a part of it. I wish that had all worked out, because that would have been a great sight to see. But fans, listen, O's hot take, Chris Paul is not top 10 all time point guard.
Listen, wait, let me do my final take.
And my hot take, he shouldn't call himself point guard. He should just call himself.
Chris Paul, I don't think calls himself point guard.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish this. One, I think the reason why he got the name point guard is because he was showcasing, like you said, T, to be able to take a somewhat average team, be able to assist and play the point guard position as it was originally supposed to be played. And he played it at a very good rate. I'm not going to take that away from him. Was he able to structure teams and get the buy-in, a lead? Yes, he was. But now that his season seems like it has came to an end. At his prime, yes, he was point guard material. He was looking at things of that nature. But now that his season is closing, you have to really sit back and be like, yo, what he has accomplished? Again, Tony Parker, he got the Twin Towers. He did work. Rondo, he did work. 3-time champion. He had some amazing games, right? And again, this is no hate on him, but when you start to get into that top 10 list, you really do have to start looking at the body of work that they were able to accomplish and what rings they got from it. So again, I think Chris Paul is top 15. I don't think he's top 10.
Can I play just one little devil's advocate thing? Because out of everybody that you named, Tony Parker is the only point guard to have won a finals MVP, right? I don't know if you knew that or not. Tony Parker is the only point guard out of that list that you've named so far. With the exception of, I think, Magic. Well, yeah, but he added Magic late. Sorry, he added Magic late. But finals MVP. Yeah. Chris Paul with that Spurs team. Like, Chris Paul doesn't do all of those things that Tony Parker did or make that team better, potentially win more.
We'll never know. It was not a part of his resume. It's a what if game, remember?
Hey, I do remember. And that's why I'm asking. Because that's why I'm asking. Because, you know, you was ready to go off on a tangent about D Rose, and I'm sure every person in Chicago ready to go off on a tangent about D Rose.
I shut it down.
All I know is what I was able to see. And that's it. But
we seen magic, baby. Let's go. Come on, that's my hot take. Let's run it.
Chris Paul, point guard, not self-proclaimed point guard. Chris Paul was given that name by the way Chris Paul played. I think Chris Paul definitely should have way more respect than what they show. Way more respect because they tripping. But yeah, Chris Paul, point guard. O's hot take is what it is. I'm sorry, I just can't let that hot take slide like that. CP guy.
So what's what is it? Hot take. What do you say, fans? Is CP3 in the top 10 or you say top 15? What do you say, fans out there?
Am I tripping? Is CP3 not a top 10 point guard? Am I tripping? Let us know. Please let me know.
So I ain't going to say where I put him at, but I would put him in the top 10.
I think so too. But anyway, let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on. It got hot. It got hot in here. You know, let me turn the fans back up. There was an acquisition recently in the entertainment business, and I feel like it's been building up to this for a while. But Netflix bought out Warner Brothers. Warner Bros. That sounds crazy to say, especially with a couple years ago, kind of around that COVID time and, you know, different things like that. They bought out HBO Max or I'm sorry, Max and like combined that with HBO and everything like that. And so it's kind of crazy to now see that Warner Bros. sold. So, fellas, I remember I literally watched every season of The Wire. I watched every season of The Wire through Netflix because they used to send me my DVDs in the mail. So I literally get, I believe it was 3 DVDs at a time, or you could get whatever package it was, bro. But I ordered 3 DVDs at a time. So I would order 3 seasons and then I watch them and then I send them back. And it's just crazy to see them come from that to now this media giant, really, right?
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, Netflix and chill takes on a whole nother like definition now. And what I'm curious about is, as I want to reminisce about, you know, their history, but what I'm curious about, does this change the theater experience? Does this change the way movies are being released? Does this now corner the market and change who's releasing movies? Does this reshape the face of the movie business, the movie industry altogether?
I mean, with me, I'll take it back. Look, I came from blockbuster. You know what I mean? I know we talk about Netflix, but I'm just going down like a memory road. You know, we had to go and actually pick a VHS, make sure you rewind it before you bring it back, that type of shit. And Blockbuster went away.
Be kind and rewind.
That's crazy. And I never thought Blockbuster would go away because they had the games. You could go and grab games to rent, you know what I mean? And then Redbox came out. It popped up. You know, pull up to Walgreens, grab you a couple hot DVDs. You know, that was the movie night. Then this Netflix came out. when all that streaming service was barely taking off. And I was like, what is this? They had some, it was almost like a Tubi before Tubi. You know what I mean? What movies they putting on there? Because everybody was still going to the movie theater and get a Redbox. And then Netflix destroyed Redbox. I don't even remember. I don't even know when Redbox left. It was like, it was here. And then like they just disappeared.
Oh God.
Like literally, I was like, what happened to Redbox? And so it's crazy that Netflix has continued to elevate from streaming fights to now grabbing WB, Warner Brothers. And I think it could be a collapse of the movie giant, of the whole theater.
Collapse.
I mean, and that's where I said you see how movie rentals have fallen off and went bankrupt, right? And Netflix has continued to go. And honestly, it's been a very long time since I've wanted to go to the movies to watch a movie, especially with everything that you can stream at your house and do it at your house. So it's,
yeah,
you know, and then the price of popcorn and everything that it is to go to a movie is like, it's cheaper just to do it at your house. That's where the whole Netflix and chill came from. So it's crazy that they have continued to be successful and dominate and not get taken out. And this big purchase, well, I think they bought, they're trying to buy. I don't think the deal has finalized yet, but I think they're trying to buy WB for 72 million. And that, I believe, if that deal does go through,
no, that's done. This
it's
is
done.
done.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then
yes.
it's a
Netflix
complete
announced
game.
it. Yeah, that was
It's a
done.
complete. I mean, it's a complete game changer because I mean, you think about the amount
billions of dollars.
You think about the amount of movies that are being dropped on Netflix anyway, right? Or I mean, look, the Kevin Hart thing just came out. The Diddy documentary just came out. Like nobody's going to the movies for that. You know what I mean? So I truly think with this merger, we could potentially see, unless the movie theaters find some way to reinvent itself and attract the audience, I truly think it could wipe out movie theaters.
What do you think, Sam? You got anything on this one?
Yeah, I actually thought Netflix was out before Redbox. I'm gonna say that.
It was. Netflix was out before.
But I think the acquisition of Warner Brothers fun is because they had to get rid of some of those CEOs because of they're under investigation for some different types of things. Is that Warner Brother or Disney? Okay, I might got that mixed up. I think it's a form of monopolizing what they want the people to see and what they want them to know. You know what I mean? So if you have one entity controlling what's put out, then you'll lead the people a certain way. So that's what I think slowly taking part, and nobody's really paying attention to it because it's supposed to be where nobody can monopolize in the United States, and that's how I look at what's happening.
That's crazy, man. $72 billion to acquire.
I think they paid $12 million over on top of what they were offering, but I think it's because of the debt that they were in or something like that.
Yeah. Now, here's the crazy thing for me, right? And just as a movie goer, but really just as a movie person altogether, just a few asks. I got a few asks for Netflix. And I know DC killed the Snyderverse. I need y'all to bring that back, bro. Every fan of DC or anybody watching any of these movies, like, I need Snyderverse back immediately and let him continue running that DC and, you know, get rid of everybody else that decided to do it. Shoot, let RDC up in that bad boy to do some creative things for y'all too. Cause I don't like some of the movies that came out, and I think that they could have been a lot better. And I like the direction Snyderverse was going. Hate that they, kind of kicked him to the curb. But also, this is great because imagine all the movies that are going to be brought to Netflix, and it ain't going to be an expiration because of licensing deals and stuff like this. These movies are permanently going to be placed there. Imagine being able to watch HBO Max on Netflix. All of these things kind of combining together now into a subscription. Now, here's the thing. Does your subscription continue to go up? Was that the reason Netflix was raising the subscription prices? Was it to make acquisitions like this? But Netflix has had a lot of premieres and, a lot of different type of like movies. But I don't really feel like Netflix has had like a blockbuster movie that like you would launch in theaters. And that's the only thing that worries me about this acquisition is like, do we start to get and I don't want to say better movies because the movies are good, but I don't feel like the movies are like, I'm going to go to the theater and watch this. Like, there are a few movies that I'm like, man, I want to go watch that in the theaters. I know I have. Look, I got the movie at the crib. I know. But I want to go watch it in the theaters. And I don't feel like I've seen one from Netflix recently. But then I saw a couple comments about this where some people, joking around in the comments, but he said Netflix, please don't bring Batman into the Stranger Things verse.
That's crazy.
So they just, making little jokes and back and forth, but I think it's crazy. I do. I think this acquisition is going to be a game changer. And, when you think about where Netflix came from, it always seemed as though Netflix was innovating. And that's the biggest thing that I think, because, you said it. You used to go to Blockbuster. There was Hollywood Video, right? The Red Box, all that stuff. Like, you had to go to these places and grab those things. They delivered it to your doorstep. They delivered it to your mailbox, right? That was innovation in a time where you had to go, right? And that's kind of like you think about Amazon. That's what Amazon has done. Innovation. Amazon has expanded their marketplace where Amazon don't provide a lot of this stuff. Some of the stuff is sold by Craig Stereo, you know what I'm saying? Or Jerome's boom boxes. And then they ship it from them. But creating that type of a marketplace changed the game. And now Amazon is the big giant that they are. But that's what I feel like Netflix has always done. They've innovated. And now I feel like they are kind of elevating with this acquisition. But it's going to really push this streaming to a whole nother level. And you're right. It may get rid of theaters altogether. Hey, the TV screens are getting bigger. Shoot, there's 150 TV on sale. They got TV screens are getting bigger. There's home theaters set up in people's houses. Now you can just log into Netflix and watch a movie on premiere night. The only thing, and I'll let you go, Sam, on my bad. Only thing I hope is that they don't dog us out and start charging us to pay to watch movies. Don't charge us to watch movies. Don't start doing that. Disney did that. Disney, I'm already paying you a subscription monthly. I don't want to pay you $25 to watch this movie for one day. Go ahead, Sam.
Y'all missed those bootleg DVDs?
Hey.
No, that's what I'm telling you. I still got
tell me
bootleg.
Why I got a case. Hey, tell me why I got a case now.
They cut them out. All that streaming stuff. Cut out the side hustle in the hood.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, no, now
Sam,
they selling Fire Sticks, Sam.
Yeah. Hey, Sam. And Sam, you had like the early release where you had like a motherfucker up in a movie theater like recording like this, right? Like you had the early, like I think it's before it even hit theaters. You had that, and then you had like the HD quality when it like hit the movie theater. You actually had it like on DVD like the same day. Yeah. I used to sell DVDs. I know about them days, but.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, any last words on the Netflix thing? I think it should be good. I just don't want my Netflix subscription to move up, or I don't want their partnership with T-Mobile to end. So T-Mobile paying for mine. So.
No, I was gonna say with this deal, that's one thing. It's gonna happen. I mean, the subscription is gonna go up. But what did Netflix come out as? Was it like $3.99 or something like that? It was like $4.99.
You had two deals. Netflix was introducing the streaming, like you said, like it was like some Tubi stuff or whatever, but they were streaming movies, or you had the option to ship them to your house. So if you were just shipping, you only paid the one fee. If you were shipping and streaming, you paid a higher fee, which I think was $7.99. So it's like $3.99 for just the DVDs, $7.99, and then they eliminated DVDs altogether, and it was $7.99 for a long time.
So yeah, and then I was up to like what, like I think it's like 14 or 15.
Showing our age, god dang. But yeah, we'll leave that.
You said Hollywood Video, bro.
Hollywood Video, bro.
It was like a Blockbuster don't got it. Man, I'm going over to the red side, bro.
Yeah, bro. We had a Hollywood Video on Central and Baseline, bro. Right by the fries over there, bro. Hell yeah, I used to hit that mug up, bro. Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Bro, we was on 7th Ave, bro. We used to go to Hollywood Videos and hit that bad boy up. Even the Blockbuster. But yeah, man. So we'll leave that there. Next one, I think, Sam, let's get you into the convo. Let's get you in the spirited, convo. Christmas traditions. I want to hear a lot of, kind of where you at, Sam. And also, I know we talked about, when do you put your Christmas tree up? I just posted a whole video barely putting his Christmas tree up yesterday.
Oh, you saw that?
So, Christmas traditions, like, what are some things and mostly, look, my family, and I know a lot of my Hispanic community and, my friends, they celebrate Christmas Eve. Like we're up all night on Christmas Eve, chilling, partying, kicking it. And then, Christmas Day, generally we're just waiting on where we gonna go have breakfast, where we gonna have dinner, where we gonna, kick it and chill and watch basketball and stuff like that. So, what are some Christmas traditions that y'all may have, Sam? What are some new traditions that you kind of eliminated or, are kind of picking up through your journey? I like to hear it and, see what our fans also have part of Christmas traditions. So, like I said, I'll go with you, brother. You put the Christmas tree up. What are some Christmas traditions you got?
Individually for myself, it's putting the Christmas tree up. Usually I try to put it up between like after Thanksgiving, but before or after my birthday. And it's always watching the Friday after next, not next Friday. I was watching the Friday
the Christmas
after
Friday.
The Christmas Friday. I messed that up. But yeah, look, that's for any of my fellow, Black people out there. That's my holiday movie. You know what I mean? Is the Friday after next. I gotta watch that every year around Christmas time when I put up the Christmas tree. But no, and that no, I don't really have any personal traditions as of now. But I do gotta give a shout out to my father because he did start the real Christmas tree with a black Santa on top. You know what I mean? That was one. And then two, I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago. He started actually giving back to the homeless, and so I flew out to Florida.
That's dope.
Yeah, I flew out to Florida like 5 years ago, and he was like, "Hey man," he was like, "Before we even open up gifts or anything, like we're gonna go to the soup kitchen and feed the homeless and give Christmas presents to the kids." He's like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." He's like, "All right, it's gonna be early," and I think we woke up at like 6 or 5 before we even opened up our gifts, and we shot over to the soup kitchen and fed the homeless and gave kids gifts, and it was definitely impactful. I think sometimes we just forget how blessed we are with the things that we have, and then when you see people that don't have just the luxury of just being able to eat some warm food on Christmas Day, it took you back. So no, that's definitely a tradition that my father does still to this day, even with him having the cancer that he has, and I know I'll continue to ride with that for the rest. So
I love
those are
that.
mine.
I love that. I love that part of the Christmas spirit and Christmas holiday because like Sam will likely talk about. There's a lot of it that's just fluff. I love that it puts some people in that position. If you can do it, go do it, and giving back and giving your time, I think is amazing. Especially feeding the homeless. That's great. Especially I was able to go out and work at I worked at like a food donation place where they handed out food and different things like that and have families pull up. So it's always great to kind of give back. Sam, talk to us, brother. Some traditions. I'll say holiday traditions, brother. How about that?
Be honest with you, I really don't know how to respond to that because I don't celebrate Christmas. I do love the things I was saying. I'm going to look into trying to do some of those things, even though I don't celebrate it. It would be fun to go out and, help out to the people that kind of do just for the food part. But I don't celebrate Christmas for a number of reasons. Because one, I think it's just basically a money grab. Um, and what we was brought up believing was the purpose of Christmas have changed to something totally different. And what grew up believing about Christmas was not actually true. So I wouldn't say I have a tradition. Like I really don't have traditional things because I give gifts all year round, no matter what occasion it is, because that's just what I do. So that's how I look at it. I don't choose a day to like love people or anything like that. That's the
Right,
everyday
right.
thing. That's the everyday thing that if I have it, I'll give. So that's how I look at it. But
And
to
ladies
each
and
his
gentlemen,
own. To teach his own. I'm happy for whoever do whatever they need to do to make them feel good.
And ladies and gentlemen, the reason we don't have the animated Sam today is Sam is actively in pain. And I definitely want to thank the brother for sticking it out. And, he is heavily medicated over there and it looks like in a relaxing state right now. But I want to thank you, brother, for real, because to sit in that chair, what you've been through, man, like I know it can't be easy. And so I definitely want to thank you for showing up and getting this done. And I really, really pray that my Packers take it easy on y'all so it ain't so stressful. You know what I mean? Like, just hope they blow y'all out so that way you don't have to stress or like jump up and like, hurt your back or anything this Sunday. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Got jokes, right? Yeah.
I'm joking. But that's why we have a calm and not animated Sam, ladies and gentlemen. This episode, my man's is battling through an injury, but he was able to still make the game. I like it. But traditions, yeah. So for me personally, listen, I will tell y'all something. Well, I am the worst. I'm the Grinch, bro. Like Christmas, bro. Christmas. I think it's because my birthday is December 14th and it's so close to Christmas. Like why I hate Christmas. And I don't want to say I hate Christmas. Like I ain't Scrooge. But like Sam said, it's a money grab, bro. It's a man-made holiday. And it's just something to get you to go spend some money and, everything like this. I've tried my hardest to not raise my children to expect in that sense, right? To be like, let's say one day you don't get no Christmas gifts and be like distraught that there was nothing under the Christmas tree. So like, I don't have a Christmas tree. Like I said, I don't have a Christmas tree. Like I don't put lights up. I don't listen, it's December. My birthday is the most important day in December. That's it. Nothing else. Like the only thing great is that I get a day off. But I would have got another day off that week if I didn't get that day. So like for me, no real big tradition thing like that outside of the fact that, and what I love most about it, I get to spend time with my family. And so I'm happy to announce that I'll be in Arizona this Christmas. And that's a blessing for me. And this is the first time they've ever heard this right now. But I'll be in Christmas. I'm flying on Christmas Eve. And I arrive at 8:30 in the morning, baby. So I will be blessed enough to see my family and kick it with them this Christmas. And that's the best gift I could ever get, right? For my birthday or for Christmas. So what we do as a family, my mother cooks dinner and we do Christmas Eve. We play games. Like a couple years ago, we played Family Feud. My brother was Steve Harvey, he was the host. We play blackjack, we play cards, we play dominoes, we play spades. We basically just hang out as a family, kick it, and then we do Secret Santa, right? We'll just do gifts or we'll do a white elephant gift exchange. But something simple, something basic, nothing crazy. We don't go absolutely crazy. Now, do I get my children stuff? Yes, I get my children stuff. I'm not saying that I don't, but I don't do it in the matter of, bro, you'll never pull up to my crib and my entire Christmas tree gonna be full. Hell no. For what? You don't need all of that. I done bought you clothes year round. I done bought you toys year round. Listen, you don't even play with them. Like, what are we doing? So a lot of things I try to do to give them, like, let's say Christmas will be that it'll be a big gift, right? Something like that. Or it'll be something that they could, like a bike or a motorized bike or, something like that. And no real tradition around celebrating, dropping off gifts. I'm not ho, ho, ho Santa, I'm not Santa. I knew at a very young age exactly who the fuck Santa was in my crib. And my Santa always been black. And I'll tell y'all this, your Santa depend on what color you is and your parents is, because that's who is coming through with them gifts. So thank you, Mom, for all them years sneaking them damn presents under the tree when you thought I was sleeping. I love that woman so much. But yeah, I don't really have any traditions other than we celebrate with the family on Christmas Eve. And then we let everybody else celebrate with their families when they open presents on Christmas Day. But the majority of like the rest of Christmas is we go to my grandma's crib and we watch basketball. My grandma cooked, prepare some food. Now it's everybody kind of cook. We do potluck style, different houses, bringing different foods, going around, driving around to different families' houses and stuff like that. Me and O have a tradition every Thanksgiving and every Christmas. We FaceTime random people in our phone and take a shot with them. And so these are just little tradition things that we do that are just fun. And, hey, maybe we'll continue it again this year. But yeah, I think Christmas is a great time to, kind of give back. And I love people that are in that moment or in that spirit of giving back. And I love people that, don't mind if you got a little bit of it, giving it to somebody else. Because too many times I just think people are so self-centered and stingy, or they don't care about the next man. So also, you talk about movies. My movie, bro, my Christmas movie, bro, my go-to Christmas movie is This Christmas. Every year, bro. Every Christmas morning, This Christmas.
So wait, is that the one with Warren Chestnut and Chris Brown? Is that the one?
It's Chris Brown, yeah, not Morris though. Idris Alba's in it. Chris Brown's in it. Yeah.
That's when they go to like they all meet up at like the mansion and like they hang out, right? Is that that one?
Well, yeah, like I mean, they all meet up at their mama crib, right? And
Yeah,
then
the mama crib. Yeah, okay.
the oldest is on the run, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But then the mama dating a new dude, and then he actually come through and play the hero, pay the mobsters off. But yeah, bro, this is.
I'm about to check that one out.
This is one of my
seen it. I just ain't seen it in a while.
Yeah, This Christmas is one of my classics, bro, and I love it because honestly, bro, like this reminds me so much of like my own family, and I'm the type of person, bro. I love to watch movie shows with people that look like me. Like it's things that can relate to me, and so This Christmas is one that I absolutely love. And my Thanksgiving movie, Soul Food, bro.
Damn, man, I haven't seen Soul Food in a minute.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Soul Food been a minute. But
we got to do like a top 5 movie or something like that one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, top 5 like themed movie, like Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, stuff like that.
But like, it'll be too hard to like try and just say like what's your top 5. You know what I mean? So I think top 5 theme movies. I think I'll be high. Damn, Soul Food though, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's been a minute.
You got a movie, anything you watch, anything kind of come to mind?
My favorite movies, because again, I don't celebrate too many holidays, but mine is Bullworth and the 5 Heartbeats.
The 5 Heartbeats, huh?
Okay. Yeah. And Bullworth with Halle Berry.
And Bullworth. I don't know Bullworth.
Yeah, I know Bullworth.
Man, that's some I believe.
That's a Christmas movie?
No.
No, I don't think it's a Christmas movie.
It's a political movie, but it's about the hood, and there's a lot of lessons in that movie that I think people overlook. They put it out as a comedy, but it's some real stuff in there. If you actually listen to it and watch the movie, you actually watch it's gonna make you laugh, but it's a real learning experience.
Bullworth, you said?
Bullworth. Okay.
It's a real learning. Check it out. It's a real learning experience, whether you black or white. They labeled it as a comedy, but it's real talk in it.
Okay. I definitely got to check that one out. And so last thing, obviously Bears Packers week. Damn, I really, really hope for speedy recovery, man. We are 2 days away, brother. And I really want you to be in better spirits, because if y'all successfully pull this upset off and beat us, man, I want you to be able to celebrate it, brother. I really do. And shout out to the fans that have already replied to my hot take about the Bears, or replied to what I believe the outcome of the game is going to be. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's commented. I truly appreciate it. And I want y'all to know, listen, as prideful as I am, or as passionate about my team as I am, I can talk like legitimate, like I can legitimately have peaceful conversations with y'all. Everything doesn't have to go to 100. We can talk like we're just fans, because at the end of the day, that's all we are. I'm not going out there catching no passes or throwing no TDs. Sam ain't going out there making no tackles. All of y'all fans out there, but y'all are not impacting the game one bit. I understand this. So when I talk, I'm talking from a fan passion standpoint, the same as I believe y'all are too. But I'm just saying, we could have a legitimate conversation, and I take no offense to any takes. Like, genuinely, somebody said the take is the Packers could miss the playoffs. You're absolutely right. Like, every single game toward the back half literally dictates who goes and who doesn't, because every single game down the back stretch, the Lions got to play the Niners, they got to play the Rams, and they still got to play the Bears. Like, the Lions have to go through a lot to win. The Seahawks still have some tough games. The Bears have some tough games. The Packers got some tough games. Everybody that is currently in the playoff picture has tough games. And the difference between winning this game and losing this game this weekend can literally be a difference between first and seventh place in the NFC. So when I make these comments, I'm not just talking no BS. Like, it legitimately can happen. It's not saying that they're going to stink it up every game, but realistically, 11 wins might not get you in the playoffs this year. And that's crazy to think, because there may be 4 or 5 teams that have 11 wins. And remember, 4 spots are reserved for the divisional winners. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy, but I look forward to it, Sam. We're going to have the live stream cracking. I told the fans on our YouTube that I'm going to go ahead and post it up. I'm going to set it up early. We're going to get in. We're going to do some pregame stuff. I'm going to be recording from my Packers bar. Sam, I think you're going to be home. O will be home as well. We'll watch the game. I'm going to look it up. I don't know if we can legally stream and put the game there and watch it with y'all and have it broadcast in there. But if it can, I'm going to do it. If I can't, then I'm going to sit there. We going to have a You Might Not Like It show side by side with the Packers-Bears game. So, again, we're going to get this live stream correct. We're not going to be on location, so there may not be any technical difficulties with that. I'm going to get to my bar early, get on their Wi-Fi, get everything set up, make sure that I'm good to go before started. And we're going to put the show on. We're going to watch this game and have live reactions and have some fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, You Might Not Like It. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on TikTok. You Might Not Like It podcast. We're ready to have some fun. Tap in. Great hot take today. Great conversations around Christmas traditions. We'll be back. Like I said, we'll be back on Tuesday. Got another episode that we'll be recording, and we'll be dropping up some more hot takes, some more You Might Not Like It pick'ems, and we'll have a lot more things to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Episode 22. We made it. Have a great day, Sam. Speedy recovery. Oh, I will see you Christmas Eve, brother. Peace.